Today I'm going to show you how to make meringue. You will need 150 grams of caster sugar and 3 egg whites. Firstly, we're going to prep our bowl. So as an additional, I like to wipe down my bowl with a little bit of lemon juice. This will take any grease out of the bowl that's in there and will make sure that the meringues hold their stiff peaks. You can do this without it, I just find that it does help a little bit further down the road. Then simply add your 3 egg whites to your bowl and using a whisk them up to stiff peaks. I have used an electric whisk because I do not possess the upper body strength to do it by hand, but if all you have is a balloon whisk and a pair of hands, crack on, it will do it. You just need a little bit more upper body strength than I have. So once your egg whites are really stiff and they hold peaks, and should they not slide around in the bowl, if you tip the bowl upside down it would stay in the bowl, and that's the sort of stiff peaks that we want. And then at this point we're going to add our sugar a tablespoon at a time. So simply just put a tablespoon of sugar in and then use the whisk for a couple of seconds just to whisk it up. Adding it gradually will keep the air in the meringues. If you add it in all at once, it will knock all that air out, and then all that hard work that you've done whisking will all be for nothing. And also you will not get it back to the same aeration that you will have done. So it's very important that you do add it a spoon at a time. Then once all of your sugar is added, then we're going to put it on a pre-lined baking tin. So at this point you can put it to whatever shape you want. So if you wanted to do some nests and you wanted to pipe it so then you've got a hole in the middle so you can fill it with like fruit and stuff, that's a really nice idea. I just did big teardrop shapes just because I was going to crush it up for an eaten mess afterwards. If you wanted to just do little teardrops, you can do any sort of shape that you want, you can do it. I just used a spoon to spoon out into a dollop. You can use a piping bag, anything you can think of, go for it. Just make sure you leave enough space between each meringue because they will expand in the oven slightly and you don't want them to then form into one giant meringue on the baking paper, which has happened to me before. And then because I wanted my little meringues to be like a dome shape on top, I just used a toothpick to just smooth out any of the non-smooth bits. But again, completely optional, completely depends on what shape you're going for. Then bake in a preheated oven at gas mark 1, 140 degrees centigrade or 120 fan assisted for 1 hour. Once the hour is up, turn your oven off. Leave the meringues in the oven so then they cool down with the oven. And there you have it. That's how you make meringues.